Big day at the White House as President Joe Biden signs his $1.2 trillion Build Back Better deal. Here is what took place at the White House.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Great job.
Everybody gets one. All right.
Now, this is a huge deal, of course, because it has been a contentious issue back and forth between the White House and folks on Capitol Hill. You had 13 Republicans, and of course, who went along with this deal in the House. You had 19 Republicans who voted for the bill in the United States Senate. Republicans have been doing their part, complaining, calling the signing of this bill literally communism. In a moment, we're going to hear from President Joe Biden. Right now, I want to go to Texas Congressman Al Green, who joins us right now. Congressman Green, glad to have you on the show. First and foremost, this obviously is a huge deal. When you go through this and you look at what's in the bill, needed improvements to Americans' infrastructure. But what do you make of your colleagues, the Republicans, who continue to call this communism and socialism?
And making threats. Those 13 persons who signed on, who are members of the House, have had a good deal of misery imposed upon them. And this used to be, Roland, as you very well know, the kind of thing that we would coalesce around, compromise on, and produce a great piece of legislation for the American people. Unfortunately, things have digressed now to the point that if the Republicans do anything at all, if they should do anything to support an effort that can be attributed to Democrats, they're going to be ostracized and criticized. The politics has become so divisive that merely deciding you're going to do the right thing will get you in the wrong position with your party if you're a Republican. Very sad, but true.
Yeah, but when you go through this, we're talking about roads, bridges, ports. Yes. We're talking about the infrastructure, the power grid. We're talking about all these different things. I can guarantee you these same Republicans are going to be lining up with their hands out saying, me, 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 when it's time to distribute the money.
And they will be at the ribbon-cutting ceremonies. There's $65 billion for broadband. We've got $110 billion for these roads and bridges and other ports that will be repaired. And some will actually be enhanced by doing more than creating repairing structural problems. So it's a lot of money involved in it because the American Society of Engineers gave us a grade of D+. You can't have a first-class country with second-class infrastructure. So yes, they'll be there for the ribbon-cutting ceremonies, but I think we'll have a duty to say something at those ceremonies when credit is being taken and ask, how did you vote for it? That's going to be the key question for a good many who will show up. If you show up in my district, that's the question I'll be asking. How did you vote for it?
Well, I'll tell you this here. If any of them show up at any ribbon-cutting ceremony, it should be made perfectly clear, hey, so-and-so's here, glad to see you. Y'all don't forget, he or she voted against this.
I think you make a good point. I also think that we have a responsibility to our constituents to make sure that they understand what's happening here. We are making progress for them. However, there is this desire, it seems, to divert us to look at other social issues. People want us to vote based upon things that don't impact our lives on a daily basis. Bridges impact our lives daily. Whether or not you're going to vote for a person because they've supported the abortion bill or not doesn't impact our lives on a daily basis. I support people doing what they want and having a choice when it comes to these issues like abortion, but I don't believe that we should allow this to become the seminal issue when it comes to an election, because we have too many other things that are impacting our lives on a daily basis. This infrastructure bill is going to impact everybody in this country. There will be charging stations across the country. This is a first. The president has made it very clear that we're going to move into electric cars, and that's a good thing because we cannot continue to pollute the atmosphere. In the Build Back Better, we have $555 billion to give us some sort of cleaning up of our environment. That's very important as well. So we can't let people divert our attention. This is going to be the effort. Divert us away from the good things that we do so that they can somehow maintain the power and dominance that they want for years to come.
It is quite hilarious to see them do so. We're going to continue talking about this, but back to that Roland Martin unfiltered video in just one moment.
Time to be smart.
Roland Martin's doing this every day.
Oh, no punches!
Thank you, Roland Martin, for always giving voice to the issues.
Look for Roland Martin in the whirlwind, to quote Marcus Garvey again.
The video looks phenomenal, so I'm really excited to see it on my big screen.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
I got to defer to the brilliance of Dr. Carr and to the brilliance of the Black Star Network.
I am rolling with Roland all the way.
Honored to be on a show that you own. A black man owns the show.
Folks, Black Star Network is here.
I'm real revolutionary right now. Roland was amazing on that.
Stay black. I love y'all.
I can't commend you enough about this platform that you've created for us to be able to share who we are, what we're doing in the world, and the impact that we're having.
Let's be smart. Bring your eyeballs home.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared. You dig?